Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another MyFBCMS tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to take a more intimate view or in-depth view of the admin panel, and we're going to cover how to create new pages and menu items. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be the gist of it. Like I said in my last tutorial, I'm trying to make these rather short, maybe 5 minutes at the most, kind of short burst, so I'm not spinning your head too much on the system. But wish me luck. I hope I do better in this tutorial than I did my other one. Not to assume that my last tutorial was bad, unless you guys out there are judging me. I guess I don't have anything to worry about. You don't know where I am or what I look like, so yeah, that's kind of creepy. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, let's get started. So if you haven't viewed the overview tutorial, I suggest you go view that tutorial now so you can follow with what I'm doing in this more intimate tutorial, as I call it, on the admin panel. But just to get you up to speed really fast, you want to log in first. So scroll down to the bottom of your Facebook fan page and click the login link. And we have the login stuff here. You know what that is, the login stuff. And you want to go ahead and log in by clicking the login button. How many of you didn't know that? You click the login button to do that. Anyways. And of course, it's confirming and letting us know that we logged in. So now, with that being said, of course, like I said, if you viewed the last tutorial, the overview tutorial, you'll know that this is the admin panel. This is where the magic happens. I mean, this is actually the brain of MyFBCMS. This is what helps you create Facebook fan pages rapidly. So let's go over a few things with the admin panel. You have a home button here at the top of the admin panel. And basically what that is, you click on that and that will bring up your complete admin pane or your window, which pretty much gives you the same thing that's in the admin panel, but kind of all at once. That's kind of important in case you just want to navigate to things a little bit more quickly. It's broken out into a little module. You have your content area, you have your appearance, your plugins, your settings, and your resources where you can download more plugins and themes from the MyFBCMS website. Yes, that's right, you can purchase more themes and plugins. Boy, did that sound like an advertisement or what? So that's what your home button is. Just in case you don't want to go through all the drop downs, you can easily see everything in one big view by clicking the home button. So with that being said, maybe we should start by creating a page. So right now, our fan page actually has 5 pages. We have our home page, of course, which takes you to your home page. And then by default, we have help videos, about, and your contact page, which has a contact form on it, believe it or not. And then your child or your submenus, which makes your 5th page, your submenu. So, but what we want to do, we want to create a new page and add a menu item to link to that new page. What you want to do, either from your home administrator page or from your content drop down, you want to click create new page. First you want to do is name your page. What do you want the page name to be? Let's name it a great page. Let's make that capital. Great. G-R-E-A-T. Assuming I don't know if I know how to spell right. Now, once you create the page or the file name, and let me explain that a little bit. I said file. What happens is when you create a new page, because MyFBCMS is not a database-driven CMS or Facebook CMS, what happens is it actually, when you're done, it generates a PHP file on your hosting account and puts it in the data content file or in the data file. So when it says file name, that's what that means. Just reference it as a new page just to make it easier. Once you give your page a name, you have to select what content type it is. Is it an editable text? Meaning that if it's editable text, you can add text, images, pictures, all that stuff. Or is it an image gallery? Yes, we're going to cover that in another tutorial, but just to kind of give you a brief overview, MyFBCMS comes with an image gallery already built in. So, but we will cover that in the tutorial. But for this tutorial's sake, we're going to cover editable text and make sure that radio button is selected and we hit create new page. Now we've created our new page, and if you've noticed, it has our page changed. We've saved it, and now it automatically has us on our new page that we created. But notice there's not a menu item anywhere to link to that page. So to make things faster for you, MyFBCMS automatically generates that file or that page and takes you right in to you can edit and add your content immediately. Remember our last tutorial we talked about how you can hover your mouse over the areas that can be edited and you can add your content within those areas. So you want to hover your mouse over the area that can be edited and click your edit tab or your edit button. And if you notice, if you're a SEO guy or guru, this helps you because it actually gives the title of the page right there on the page for you to be found on search engines. So that's really good. So I want to add our content. So I'm going to leave the page title and I'm going to go ahead and just put some text in there that I already have, some copy or some text that I already have pre-formatted. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy it. And I'm going to paste it in there. So I'm going to click the area I want to paste it in. I'm going to hit Control V and paste it. Now, don't worry about the area. It's pulling in the background of the theme of the page, and that will not be like that. It will be white when it's done. So never mind that. But I've added my content. Now, if I want to make some changes, of course, I can use my WYSIWYG. And let's see. Let's make this bold. Oh, where's the bold button? Okay. And who is it not for? Well, it's definitely for you because you're using it right now. So once I have things how I want them, and it's formatted how I want, I'm going to go ahead and click Save and Close. And like I said before, the background wasn't going to pull in. It's going to be a white background. Now we have our page, we have our content. I tell you what, this looks a little plain. Let's go back and add an image. So on our WYSIWYG, I'm going to click on the image or add image icon. And we can either supply a link to an image like on PhotoBucket, or we can browse our server or hosting. So let me shrink and pull in our image window. And here it is here. Now I don't want to use any of the images that I already have. So I want to upload one. To do that, let's click on the Upload Files link. And what we want to do is we want to browse our computer for an image that we want to use, and I'm going to use the MYFBCMS logo 2 image. And what I'm going to do is click on that and click Open. And if you notice, we'll wait for it to upload. In case you didn't see that, it was pretty quick. It showed the percentage of the upload and that it was 100% complete. So we're going to click on the image. And it's pretty big, so I already know that we're going to have to adjust that image, but I want to make sure that it's, we're going to do left align this time. Now, if you want to change the image size in the WYSIWYG, you can change the dimensions here, but when you do that, make sure your lock is locked. And if you can see that, it's unlocked now, and now it's locked. So what happens when you change the dimensions of your image, it will do it proportionally. It will keep its aspect ratio, meaning it's 584 by 586 now, so we're going to change it to like 250. And as you can see, it has kept its proportion when we did that. So I might want to do that a little bit. Let's just do 200 even. And I'm going to click OK. And boom, there's our image right there beside our text. Now, if you didn't want to do it that way in the image properties or dialog box, you can always click on the image in the content area and hover your mouse over the little white adjustment boxes around the image and just pull it to the size you want it or shrink it to the size you want it. And as you notice, it shows you the dimensions of the image as you're dragging it to the size that you want it. So that's how I want it. That looks good for now. And I like that, so I'm going to go ahead and hit Save and Close. And now we have an image with our text on this new page that we've created called a Great Page. Now that we've created the page, I want to go ahead and link it to a menu item or add a new menu item to link to this page. So let's go ahead and do that now. We want to go to our admin panel and click on the Content drop down. We want to go to Page Manager. We'll click on that and we'll be presented with the Page Manager. And if you notice, the Page Manager governs or is the area where you add your menu items. And if you look at the top, we have our home, help videos, child page, about, and contact. Now these are all the pages that have menus linked to them. So to add a new menu, what we want to do is go to insert before or after, meaning you can insert a new menu item before the home page or after. So in this case, we want to go down here to contact and insert it after the contact. So now when you do that, it gives us an option to go ahead and create a new page with the new menu item. So we've already created our page. All we're going to do is look for the available pages that we can add to this menu item. As you can see, MyFBCMS has a lot of redundancy built in. So in case you didn't want to add the new page from the admin panel, you can always create a new menu item and create your new page on the fly once you've done that. But seeing as how we already have added our new page, we want to click on available pages. And then what we want to do is find the new page that we created, which is a great page. We'll check that that's the page we want to link to that new menu item, and we'll click Insert into Menu. Now we've created our new page and linked a menu item. So let's see what it looks like. Now if you scroll up to the top, you can see MyFBCMS has already generated the menu item and should have the new page linked to it. So let's go ahead and click on that now. And that's it. That's how simple it is. Adding a new page and linking it to a new menu item is very, very simple. That's it. That concludes this tutorial. I want to go ahead and wrap it up. I hope I haven't went over 5 or 10 minutes. I know I said 5 minutes, but go ahead and wrap this up. Start creating new pages and creating the menu items linking to those pages. Get familiar with it. And don't forget to view the rest of our tutorials where I will go more into depth of how to add menu items and more content in MyFBCMS. I will see you in the next video.